Drawn out rejection. Why do guys string you along? I'll get right to it. I was dating a guy for about a month and a half and things were going great. He planned a date for a Friday, which he initiated, but Friday morning he texted me that his family dog died and he was really upset and needed to cancel. I sent a quick check-in text that weekend knowing he might not respond, but trying to feel things out and make sure he was okay. He went radio silent for a week and a half and finally sent me a rejection text saying he wasn't interested in things progressing. Why would he ask for a date, cancel, ghost me for 10 days, and then finally reject me? I really thought we had potential and seemed on the same page, but if he wasn't interested, I don't get why he wouldn't just tell me in the first place. I feel strung along and can't stop thinking about whether I could have done anything differently. Any insight to help me get closure here? So what do you think?
I just want to confirm really quick. So
Sure.
His dog was sick.
This is the dog ate my homework of I can't do the date.
No. Was the dog sick and he had to travel?
He said they've been dating for about a month and a half, things going great, planned a date for a Friday, and then Friday morning he texted that his family dog died and he was really upset and needed to cancel.
Okay.
And then he went radio silent. And then it became a week and a half later, hey, I'm not into this. We should end it. She wants to know, why would he do such a thing?
Well, you were only dating a month and a half.
Yeah.
And I feel like if at 6 weeks it hasn't been, if you're not the person he's calling over his house after 6 weeks of dating on a sad day, you're not the one. So why? You should be happy he is no longer dating you.
Yeah, I mean, she says like she's mad about being strung along. I don't know
all
when
dating is strung along.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And also like, you know, the dog dying, you know, I'm sure he wasn't, I can't tell someone how upset they should be over a dog dying, but I agree with what you're saying where it's like he would have had you over if in his time of need.
Right.
In his greatest time of need, he was like, yeah, I'm going to get away from me. So and also if my dog died and I was like, come over and comfort me, that to me is making this more serious than it was.
Right. So I think he just made a decision, I don't want to call her over on a day that I want to be comforted. What does that say about this?
Yeah, and I think big life moments are moments where you go, do I want to be, and dog passing away is a big life moment. You get reflective. You go, oh shit, okay, in this moment, I mean, this is kind of on the same page as like,
who is your call in this moment? Who is your call?
And exactly, and that call was.
And he didn't even call you; he texted you,
and he was like, "Just get away." And I not to insult her, but I'm saying this is happening with people for when the pandemic came along and the quarantine happened. All these people are like, all of a sudden they want to break up before the quarantine or during the first week or when things had to change, and it's like, if he told you my dog passed away, and he was like, "I'm feeling really sad," you would say, let me come over. Let me help you out. And he would have to say yes or no. He is put at a decision-making moment. And I think like the idea of you being strung along, I don't think you were strung along as much as he's, I don't think a lot of times men are given the credit of like any emotion whatsoever. Like the idea that he was like, man, I didn't really want her to come over. We've been seeing each other a month. What does that say about what this is going to be? I kind of give him the benefit of the doubt in that situation, right?
I'm concentrating more on the strung along bit because all dating is strung along. And if this is hurting you, like, well, why did he date me? Well, because the only way for someone to ever find out if there's long-term potential is to start dating you in the short term. There's just no way around dating. And if you're going to accuse people of stringing you along, like stringing you along is someone you've been dating for 6 months who has yet to commit. That string along, but 6 weeks. I mean, I feel that's dating. That's
I'm with you. You have to be careful with the words you choose, like because what ends up happening, and I don't want to put anything on the emailer, but what ends up happening in this situation is, well, the next guy won't string me along, and now your definition of stringing along doesn't really match.
Very limiting.
It's very limiting, and it's like. As a guy, like, who do I want to date? Do I want to date someone that's like, well, if you start, what, you haven't texted me since Tuesday and we went out on Sunday. What the fuck? I don't want to be strung along. It's like, it's not one of those things that you get too caught up with, I think, and kind of hurts you for the next person.
There's no way she hasn't said this story to like 10 women already. And she's using the strung along bit.
Yeah.
I feel like this person sent me this DM, like a screenshot a week ago.
Really?
And I told her, like, I think I swear to you, like, this is a very similar question I got last week in my DM. And that's why I was like, that dog, what are the chances? Yeah. And then I had said to her, if he's thinking about traveling to California without you right now, he's not into you. Like, this is not,
sure.
Like, this is, I'm not saying you guys need to go on a trip. I'm saying he's using his dog's death or dog sickness as an excuse to not see you. I don't know. You could Zoom, you could FaceTime. There's like a million things you could do right now.
And also he could say, hey, this week has been really tough for me. I've spent it with family. I've spent it with, like, our family's kind of like bonding together over the dog's death. We're all doing seances over its grave, whatever. And then he could have said, Friday, I'll be ready to go out. And like at that point,
exactly.
Okay, cool. You go on the date, you feel it out. It's a month and a half. What's the difference? But he did give you the nicety of like, hey, I've gone back to the lab. I did some experiments. This isn't going to be serious for me. And I'm sorry.
I have a secret that this will maybe blow women's minds. But if a man cancels on you and he does not reschedule right then, that's it. He's not into you.
That's it. Well, yeah. And he's not into you for that level of dating.
Exactly.
And it's him. I think he's not into you in a shoulder to cry on, in an agape, in a shoulder to cry on when I'm feeling hurt type of way. And then you can reverse it. You can go, do I want to date someone who doesn't want me to cry on their shoulder or doesn't want to cry on my shoulder that I feel I'm getting serious with? Probably not.
Don't forget to like the video you just watched. I have many more. Subscribe to the channel right now. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, you fool. There's even a bell you can click to. Now you've got your week set Monday through Friday. I'm here for you.